you're talking about leadership in this series, the hardest aspect of leadership, and it's an aspect of leadership that I think the Black Lives Movement has totally failed. The hardest part of leadership in the modern world is to aggressively reject violence as part of your efforts.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that the BLM leadership embraces violence, but I think they're okay with it.
Yeah.
Frankly, I think they're okay with it. And not only do I believe that that is wrong, right, but I also believe it's not smart. It's not effective.
How do you deal with, Ben? How do you deal with, because I couldn't agree with you more. I agree with you 100% about what you're saying here, but how do you agree with, or how do you deal with the agent provocateurs? How do you deal with the cop up in, I think it was in Portland,
Yep.
who's dressed in all black, who's gone around busting out windows and getting caught on video, clearly trying to provoke a reaction? That worries me as much as the BLM not speaking out against violence as strongly as they should. So how do you deal with the agent provocateurs?
So whenever you are the underdog, and this is true for whether you're a sports team, this is true for whether it's a social justice movement, whatever it is, you must have discipline, right? It's the sine qua non for being effective, right?
Yep.
You've got to have more discipline than the other bigger, stronger team you're up against. And it's the hardest thing to do. You know why? Because discipline ain't fun. Discipline's a real drag.
It's a lot more fun to throw a brick through a window.
It's a lot more fun to throw a brick through a window. It's a lot more fun to, take a punch at whoever. Discipline's a real drag.
Yeah.
And yet, that is the one thing that you've got to have as that underdog organization. Again, whether it's a team. I mean, think about it, we were talking about Bear Bryant, Jackie Sherrill, the podcast she did. I mean, my God, when Bear Bryant was at A&M, discipline? Are you kidding? I mean, the just infamous, frankly, right, yeah, for what was required there. But it is required, and discipline, I think, has this connotation of being formed through muscles or guns or what have you, right? We think of armies as being disciplined, and they are, for this very reason. Armies are disciplined, fighting forces are disciplined, not for how they shoot the gun, but for how they don't shoot the gun.
That's right. That's
right. For how they don't shoot the gun.
That's right.
You want a disciplined leader? MLK. You want a disciplined leader? Gandhi. Right? Yeah. Right? You think those guys didn't maintain discipline? Oh, yeah, they did. But that's what's required. That is the hallmark of leadership for the underdog. Again, whether you're talking about a protest movement or you're talking about a sports team.